NASA astronaut Gordon Cooper's hidden treasure and a discovery from out of this world. The Mercury Atlas 9 Faith 7 spacecraft launched on May 5th, 1963. It would be the last crewed mission of NASA's Mercury program. The mission was a success, but they later found out that it was much more important than people thought. While busy at work one day, Leroy Gordon Cooper Jr. would glance down at Earth, looking specifically at the ocean. That's when he'd noticed something. An anomaly on the ocean floor. Perplexed, he would continue to ponder over what it was for the next few days, until it finally hit him. A shipwreck. He believed that they looked like old ships. You could see the tall masts and the shape of the boat pretty clearly. So the very next day, he began mapping them. And he would do so in secret, never telling a soul on board. After getting back from the mission, he started a decades-long process, possibly locating a shipwreck from out of this world. After years of mapping and locating the shipwrecks, Gordon was finally done. But unfortunately, he'd never have the chance to seek out the treasure himself. He would pass away suddenly from a heart attack in 2004. But not before giving professional treasure hunter Daryl Miklos his map. This would end up changing his life forever, as he would find that Cooper had actually mapped out hundreds of shipwrecks. And it wasn't long before major television network Discovery Channel would catch wind of what he was doing. They were intrigued. They wanted to start a show, and they did. In the first season, he would find a number of shipwrecks. Many of the ships had so much gold on them, you could literally see it spilling over the edge of the ship. It was also said that Gordon Cooper could see this from space. The first season was a hit, so naturally, they went for a second. But during the second season, he would locate something controversial, something that seemed from out of this world. After a long day of diving in the Caribbean, he'd find normal shipwrecks. Nothing really out of the ordinary, and he was about to call it quits for the night when finally, he spotted it. He wasn't very convinced at first, as he figured it was just another shipwreck like all of those around him. But as he swam closer and closer to the object, he realized just how complex it really was. Located in the Bermuda Triangle, the object had around 15 protrusions coming out of it. The said protrusions were jolting from the sides, and they went back as far as 300 feet. He would conclude that it definitely wasn't something man-made. He was filled with excitement as he figured he made one of the greatest discoveries of all time. So immediately after he got back home, he made it known to the world. And it wasn't long before many skeptics came out of the woodwork trying to discredit his discovery. He immediately began writing a script for an episode in the show centered around the object. But unfortunately, no more information has been released. And for some reason, the third season is on hold at the moment. Any guesses what it was? How NASA astronaut Gordon Cooper